Well, as you can see here, um, in about a few minutes, I got to go head into work. And I just got done watching a video of O'Shea's video. And it was something to do with, I think, what is it, white men going to Africa? Well, no, not white men. I meant to paraphrase. White women going to Africa to have sex with these, I think, what was it, African men? I forgot what it was. And he said something about how there were certain tribes of African men, and I forgot what the actual tribes were. But a message to you, white women. I mean, I hate to tell you this, man, but some of you white women are just a bunch of disingenuous hoes. I mean, and some of you, and a good majority of you are just as ratchet and disgusting as these black women. Well, you don't top the black women. But a lot of y'all are a bunch of ratchet ass whore. A lot of you are just as ratchet as these black women. I mean, you come in second place to these black women. And I'm not saying that if it doesn't apply to some of you white women that don't engage in stuff, then let it fly. But I'm going to tell you a story that involved these two white women. And I remember at the time I was getting sober. And I was young, y'all went to an AA meeting. And after that, we all went up to, I think, what was this place? A sandwich shop slash coffee shop. And there was this girl who wore a dress. And it was basically a long dress and it was windy that day. So apparently she claimed that she had no panties on or underwear. And the dress and the wind was blowing up her dress or something, and and I mean I was young at the time, but I got close to her because obviously I wanted to see, you know, what's underneath her panties, and just like that, she told me, "Don't stand close to her." Now O'Shea talked about how that some white people will be nice to you. Now, obviously, when she said that to me, I didn't break into an angry state like most black people did. I kind of kept it hidden a little bit. I didn't mention it. But then I kind of wonder why that she said that to me. And this was like back in early 90s. And then fast forwarded to another early 90s situation. There was another white woman that we hung out with. And she wore this bathing suit or something. She invited us to this lake house. And obviously she was wearing a sexy bathing suit. And I admit, she looked attractive, and you want to hit, and you want to hit that. Now, obviously, I wasn't asking girls out back then, but then this girl said to me, and she said the exact same thing that this other girl told me. Don't stand close to me. But then you got to ask yourself, why am I asking you this question? Now, obviously, why am I saying this? You know what those two girls both had in common? Yes, they were white women. But I'm going to be realistic with you. These two women, what they both had in common were, even though they were sober, that these women have had the multiple dicks up her vagina by these white men. And that's what they both, I mean, these both women were hoes. Whores, whatever you want to call them. And as a matter of fact, let me throw on this third episode. There was this one other girl, kind of hillbilly-ish, whatever. I was chopping up with this clerk up at Speedway, and she came by and talked about the clerk's hair and shit. So, like myself and like a simp that I was back then, which I told you the two stories, was I wind up getting her number. A couple days later, I called her, and she acted like she didn't want to talk to me or something. Now, obviously, this woman gave me her number. And what it turned out to be was the fact that I wasn't her first choice. Yeah, and fellas, you have to be real careful when these women give you their number sometimes. Sooner or later, man, you try to call them and they act like they're not excited or some shit. What they're really hinting is the fact that you're not her first choice. She just gave you the number. She just gave you her phone number out of boredom. So you got to remember, you're not her first choice, okay? And I'm here to tell you this by about 110%. Some of you white women are just disingenuous. I mean, bottom line. I mean, it's like a good majority of you women are just as disgusting. I mean, imagine, and I'm watching these cheaters. I mean, I can understand that you don't respect your counterparts, which is your white men. I get it. And yes, if you mess around with a black man, that white man doesn't want you back. And that's just reality. We know this. I understand this very well. Because once you go black, oh yeah, then white man ain't going to want you back. No way. So that's just reality. I mean, I get it. I mean, deep down inside, and there's this other story where I was friends with this cop. I'm not going to say his name either. Anyway, there was this white girl, two white girls that came in, and obviously, there were two stupid ass black monkeys that were trying to hit on this chick, and this chick was saying, "Man, look at these black men trying to hit on me." Yeah. Now he obviously said that he hate her, so I told the cop, I said, "Listen, man. What she's really saying is she just doesn't want to have sex with no loser. That's all that she's saying." And I mean, I get it. Yeah, she doesn't want to, and obviously she doesn't want to have sex with these black men. I get it. Yes, some of them, a good majority of them are dysfunctional, and some of them white dudes, they're just as slimy and disgusting as whatever. Because really, man, some of these white women, they don't respect their men. They really don't. And that's why you see this thing called feminism. They really don't respect their men. They may love their men, but I don't think they respect them that they claim that they do. So with that, and some of you brothers, man, you need to watch out for some of these white women because they can be just as disingenuous as these black women are. Some of them are racist, and some of them do like black dick. I mean, let's face the facts. They do like black dick, but don't think she's gonna stick around. She may just stick around for the sex, man. But she has a simp ass white man at home that brings stabilism to her, and that's just reality, man. So with that, I'll say this: don't be fooled by this white woman either. This is Carl Mitchell signing off.